Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about algorithm, and I want to start this topic showing you an image I prepared earlier on. Here in this picture you can see the ingredients that we need for our cake on the left side, and you can think about this one as an input of your cake. Okay, then you need the recipe that we saw earlier. So our function, the list of instructions you have to follow in order to get the cake. Okay, our recipe. Then we get our cake as an output. Good. So now thinking about our Swift programming language, you have to think about the ingredients, the input, as everything you learned so far. On the left side of this picture, you will see that we have our ingredients for our cake. Then we need the recipe in order to have a list of instructions to follow to get our output, which is the cake. Now, thinking about Swift, the Swift programming language, the ingredients of the language are everything we learned so far. So we have a for loop, we have functions, we have instructions, commands, we have the while loop, we have the conditional code, so the if, else conditions. Okay, these are our ingredients. Then we have the algorithm, our recipe, so our program that we write following the right sequence of commands in order to get our result. Our output, our result is, for example, how byte can pass the level, okay? So far, all the exercises you've done in Swift Playground, you wrote your program. For example, you said if is blocked, then I go to turn left, and then you specify as if is on gem, you go and collect the gem. Okay, this is your algorithm. Okay, you use everything you learned so far and you put in the right sequence in order to get your output. For example, can be I pass level 1. I hope this is clear, but if it's not, will be much clearer after we do a couple of exercises. So now I open Swift Playground and I'm in the chapter of algorithms, and in particular we're doing the level called the right hand rule. So this level starts with some code already written for you. As always, don't delete the code. There are also some instructions that will help you to understand better what you have to do. Looking at the aim, I have to collect 3 gems and toggle one switch. The switch is at the very end of the maze. The instructions contains already the solution to this maze, but it's not written in Swift. It's written in pseudocode. Pseudocode is half English and half Swift, and it's very useful in particular when you think about a solution, but you don't want to go too much into the details of the language. So I'm taking a picture now because I want to go through the code itself. Okay, it says, let's try to read the pseudocode. Okay, it says to define a function, okay, navigate around the wall, and inside the function I should put, I should check if the character byte is blocked to the right, I should move forward. Otherwise, I will turn right and move forward. Good. After that, I will repeat, oopsie. After that, I will repeat until byte is not on close switch. I will call the function that I defined earlier, okay, and navigate around the wall. and I just check that if it's on gem, I collect the gem and then I turn around. In fact, if I look at the position of the gem, if I look at the position of the gem, if I look at the position of the gem, when I collect the gem, I'm stuck, so I have to turn around. Good. So now all I have to do is to try to convert this pseudocode in Swift. Okay, let's do it together. And the way I'm doing is I'm checking that what is written already for me is correct and it matches with the pseudocode. Okay, so the function is called navigate around the world, and since it matches all the 4 rules that we have for names, it's fine, I leave it. Okay, just a quick reminder about 4 rules. Has to start in lowercase, doesn't contain any spaces. If I need a space, I use a capital letter, and has to be meaningful. Okay, all 4 are okay. Then I check this if condition, which is translated in if is blocked right, and move forward. As I turn right, move forward. It looks good to me. Okay, so I go on and now check the while. Okay, I keep another screenshot. I take another screenshot, and then I check. It says while not on close switch, but here it check while is not on gem. So I'm going to fix this one. Okay, so while is not on close switch, which is the final condition because I have to stop when I reach the switch at the very end. Then the pseudocode says call the function navigator around the world. So far so good. And then there's one if missing. So I'm going to add the if like it's specified in the pseudocode. If is on gem, I collect the gem and then I turn around. How can I turn around? I use to turn left. Good. What I have to do now is to run my code. Okay, so it's going to call the function, and until it's blocked to the right, I just move forward. Okay, and so I keep doing one step at a time until I can finally turn right and go in the other direction. So it's still blocked, so it enter the if branch where it's blocked right and do the step, and then call again the function, same function. Now I'm finally not blocked anymore, so we go into the else branch and we turn right and move forward. Perfect. Then I call the function again, and this time I'm blocked, so I do another step, and then I'm not blocked anymore, so I can turn right and move forward. Okay, so now I will keep going forward because I'm blocked to the right. Meantime, after I call the function navigate around the world, I check for every time if I have a gem, which until now I haven't. Okay, but now I reached this point where I got the gem. So if I got the gem, this is the if that will enter, collect the gem, and then I turn around, okay? So I'm still blocked to the right, so we keep doing move forward. So I'm pretty confident that now it's the right solution. So I just tap on run faster to get quicker to the solution. Perfect. I collect also the last gem, and I go toward the last switch. Oh wait, what's going on here? I forgot to add the last toggle switch. I take a screen. Forgot to add this toggle switch at the end, okay? So I just quickly add the toggle switch. Bear in mind, I have to add after the while because it's the last instruction once I finish the loop. Add toggle switch, okay. So I'm very confident now is the right solution. So I just go quickly into the other level. So the other level is very similar to this one, but if you read the instruction, it will tell you that you've got 3 new cases that you have to consider. The first one is when you are blocked on the right and in front. So if you are blocked to the right and in front, the only thing you can do is going to the left, okay? The other case is when it's blocked to the right and when it's not blocked at all, okay? So let's try to solve this maze as well. There's already some code written for you. We keep it, we don't delete the code that's already written for us. We're just trying to finish and add the cases that are not covered yet. Okay, so navigate around the wall. We add the case that is missing. If it's blocked to the right and in front, so it's blocked, I go to the left. I turn left. Okay. Then I do else in my if, add a space. Okay. Okay, as if it's blocked to the right, I go, I do move forward like before. In all the other cases, I go turn right and move forward. Okay. Then I leave the same thing for the collection of the gem, because also here, if I collect the gem, then I'm stuck and I have to turn around. So I try to start my code and see if this code is working. Okay, far so good. It seems to work. So you navigate around the wall. Every time you got something stuck on your right, it just goes straight. If you got something on your right and your front, it goes to the left, okay? It's pretty reasonable. And when you collect the gem and it's stuck, it's just turn around. So it seems, it looks correct, okay? So I leave the solution of the other exercises to you and submit the solution to the CISO to get my feedback. So bye for now. Happy coding, everyone.